It is sunset, and I am in the city. Walking along a pathway, I look up and see a flock of tree martins. There are hundreds of them. I stand in awe, watching them glide between the ornamental trees. This is the first time I've seen tree martins, and the encounter feels like a blessing. It is moments like this one that serve to remind me that our world is full of beauty and wonder. It has been a very busy week, Wonder Weavers. I am teaching again, and for the first time in a long time, I am teaching about the ancient Inca. But despite all the busyness, I did find pockets of playtime. I continue working on my Easter projects. You might recall, Wonder Weavers, that a couple of weeks ago, I made a mouse inspired by one of the mice from the Tailor of Gloucester. And I commented towards the end of the video that this elegantly dressed mouse was ready for an outing, and I asked you where you thought she was going. And a Wonder Weaver replied saying, "To the Easter parade." And this wonderful reply inspired an idea. Why don't I create a mini Easter parade with mice in a meadow of wildflowers? So in my spare time this week, I started work on the project, working on the first spun cotton mouse. Also been drawing inspiration from the Victorian period, and in the description below I've added some links to some wonderful blogs on Victorian Easter Parades. I'm planning to make outfits for each mouse inspired by flowers. And of course, each one has to have an extravagant bonnet or hat. And when designing the outfits, I've been drawing inspiration from several of my favourite children's books from the Golden Age. These include Wildflower Children by Elizabeth Gordon and illustrated by Janet Laura Scott, and also The Flowers Festival by Elsa Beskow. And as you can see, Wonder Weavers, the wildflower children and the fairies are dressed using different parts of plants. Blossoms are used for hats, bonnets, and even umbrellas. Meanwhile, full skirts are fashioned from flower petals and leaves. So after some daydreaming and planning, I decide to make a daffodil outfit for the first mouse. While my lady mouse dries, I turn to making her outfit. And while I could make the outfit from fabric, I've decided to make it using paper. In fact, 2 different types of paper. The first type is calligraphy paper, which I'm painting with yellow ink. And this paper reminds me a little bit of the texture of the daffodil. It's relatively smooth. The second type is Italian crepe paper. I will use 2 colours, orange and green. Once the papers are dry, I cut out the parts of the flower, including the petals. Dressed in her finest is a little mouse ready to bring cheer and spread brightness. Our little daffodil mouse is now ready for the Easter parade, and I just want to say a very special thank you to the Wonder Weaver who inspired the idea. Thank you so much for watching, Wonder Weavers. Now I would really love to hear from you. What are you creating at the moment? Please share with us in the comments below. And don't forget that you can connect with me on other platforms such as Substack. All of my details are in the description. Until the next time, Wonder Weavers, take care, stay well, and don't forget to play. Adios, ciao.